Welcome YouTube, welcome to Sin City Living. I'm Jason and I'm going to be going over some basic dice stuff for today. And today, instead of reviewing a system or anything like that, I actually want to put something together for dealers out there. And I'm going to go over press moves. I'm going to go over press moves for the 6 and the 8. Okay? And I'm going to start with the most basic ones. I'm going to start with single presses. Now, or start with individual presses for each of the two, for the 6 or the 8. Then I'm going to go into dual presses. But first I'm going to go over the concept of presses. So what a press means is a press means they want to increase their bet. Now there's two ways a player can say it. A player can say press, and press means double the bet. Press always means double the bet. You can always tell a rookie dealer or a dealer that is poorly trained because they'll end up pressing the player by less than double the bet. So press means double the bet. They can also say press X number of units, press 1 unit, press 2 units, press 3 units. And I'm going to go over single presses. But first, let's just go over the standard presses. 6 pays 7. So when we pay 7, if the player says press, I'm just going to hand them the cap and I'm going to stack all the rest of it up. 6 went to 12. 12 pays 14. They say press, that means double the bet, which means they want 12 to go to 14. I'm going to give them the cap again and I'm going to set it up. 12 went to 24. 24 pays 28. If they say press, I give them the cap and I stack the rest of it up. 24 went to 48. It doubled. Now this only works if you have a true cap and not what's called a hidden cap, such as a $54 place bet. This is not a $4 cap. It's actually a $9 cap. It's called a hidden cap. So it wouldn't work in this situation where you just hand them the cap. 48 pays 56. If they say press, they want to double the bet. So I'm going to hand them the cap and I'm going to stack the rest of it up. They now have a $16 cap. So a straight press on the 6 and 8 is very, 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 very easy. You're just going to continuously hand them the cap. And as long as it's a proper cap, it will work. 18 pays 21. If they say press, there's two ways I can do this. I can hand them the cap, stack the rest of it up, and now at this point I'm going to have to hand it off to the box who's going to count it down and let me know that it is 36. Okay. The other option is 18 pays 21. Before I can cut it out, the player says press. Well, it pays 21. I am going to pay 26. So I overpaid them by $5, which I will give to the box. Then I will hand the cap off to the player and stack the rest up. Now I'm at that 36. I already have my green. No worries. Easy, easy, easy. So what about single unit presses? So single unit presses is where they only want to press it up by 1 unit. On the 6 and 8, that would be $6 at a time. Single unit presses are pretty easy. It's very helpful if you know what is going on, if you know what the bet is, what it pays, and what it's going to. And I'll show you examples. So 6 pays 7. They say press 1 unit. Well, that's just a doubling the bet. So it's a press. I give them the cap. I stack the rest up. It went to $12. 12 pays 14. They say press 1 unit. So what they want to do is they want to press at $6. They want to go from $12 to $18. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do take 1, leave 1. Take 1, leave 1. You'll hear this a couple times throughout my press moves. Take 1 always applies to the payout. Leave 1 always applies to the bet. Okay? So I'm going to take 1 chip, and I'm going to leave 1. I'm going to leave 1 chip. Hand it off. They get 8 change. And 12 went to 18. 18 pays 21. They want to press at 1 unit. They want to go to 24. So I'm going to take the cap and give them the rest. 18 went to 24. 24 pays 28. Now if they say press 1 unit, this is where I'm going to overpay. I'm going to pay 30 for 2, give that $2 to the box, and give the change over to the player. They go from 24 to 30. 30 pays 35. Now on this one, there's a couple ways to do it. You pay the 35, and you have a player throw you $1, and you just stack everything up. Now if the player doesn't have $1, then you're going to have to cut out your 35 this way. Now, you're only adding $6 to it, so it's pretty easy. You just grab the 6 and give the player the rest. 30 goes to 36. Now, 36 pays 42. Now, if they say press 1 unit, they are going to what? They're going to 42. You have 42 right there. Pretty easy. You give them the old bet and you stack the payout up. 42 pays 49. Running out of ones. So 42 pays 49. Now, again, if you understand where you're going to, the press move is right in front of your face. If they want to add 1 unit to 42, they are going to 48. I just paid 49. So I'm going to take 1 off of it and then give the rest, give everything to the player, and their payout gets stacked up. Now they're at 48. 48 pays 56. Now, if they are pressing 1 unit, they are going to what? From 48, add 6, you get to 54. So I'm going to take the 3 ones here and the dollar here. Stack it up with the 2 green, I am at 54. 54 pays 63. So, I pay out my 63. They say press 1 unit. They want to go to 60. What do I have right here? $60. We are done. It's very, very easy. Single unit presses are very, very, very simple. Here's where things get fun. This is some of my favorite presses. Dual presses. Oftentimes, especially with the 6 and 8 or the 5 and 9, players will want to press both of them at the same time. Typically only going up to 30. Once you get to 30, people tend to press them individually. So, 6 pays 7. If they want to press both the 6 and the 8, we don't have enough because we need $12, 6 each. So the player is going to throw in, whoa, and drop on the floor. Player is going to throw in $5 and say press the 6 and the 8. Well, we're making them look like 12 each. What do I have right out here? $12. So, and this is a move right here that you're going to use a lot, not just in press moves, but just overall throughout your career. I'm going to take the cap and then the whole bet. 6 goes to 12 for both. Now, 12 pays 14. They say press the 6 and the 8. I'm going to take the inside cap, give it to the player. With my other hand, I'm going to take 1, leave 1. Take 1 always applies from here. Leave 1 always goes to the unmodified bet. So this one's been modified. So therefore, I'm going to take 1 chip. I'm going to leave 1 chip. Bring it right here. Stack the rest up. 12 went to 18. 18 pays 21. Now, if I were to pay it this way, I cannot press these because what do I need? I need $12. Where do I have $12 out of this? I don't. So the only way to do this one is to grab 3 red, size in twice. I have my $21. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take $1, go to the inside bet, and I'm going to take 1 red, all the white and 1 red. Give it to the player. That is their change, 9 change. 21 minus 12 is 9. So now, you've probably heard this before. Take 1, leave 1. I'm going to take 1, and I'm going to leave 1. 18 went to 24 each. Now, 24 pays 28. If they say press the 6 and the 8, take the 6 and the 8 up to 30, I know that I need 2 green in order to do this. Otherwise, I have to do the complicated stack it up, hand it to the box, let them count it down, set it up. It's easier if I just get 2 green. So if it pays 28 and I hand out and I cut out $50 to pay it, I've overpaid them by what? $22. How much do I have in either one of these bets? 24. So I'm going to take $2 off and then hand 22 to the box. I just paid 50 for 22. Then I'm going to size in and give the rest to the player. We just went from 24 to 30 each. Very quick, very easy, very simple. Some lesser known ones that I'll go over very quickly. Say 6 pays 7. Some players might throw in a 5 and say go up to 18. Just stack it all up. Okay. Now, here's one that comes up fairly often. 18, and they say take me to 30. Well, 18 pays 21, so we're going to pay 26. 26 for $5. Size in. There we go. What about this one? 12 pays 14. Player says, take me to 30. There's only one way to do that. They have to throw in $4. They throw in $4. What I'm going to do, depending on how we want to make this work, more often than not, what you're going to do if they throw in the $4, you're just going to set up 30 because you know the bet, the box knows the bet, and you're all set. You could pay out 21, stack it all up, send it to the box, have them count it down. Easiest thing, they throw in the money, you just set up the bet. Same thing from here if the player throws in $3. Player throws in $3 and says, I want to take me to 42. 18 pays 21. 18 plus 21 is 39, plus the 3, you've got 42. Easiest thing, just set up $42. The box knows exactly what it is you're doing. What I just want to show you guys is how these press moves look at real speed. At real speed, how it actually looks on the game when the player communicates with us in advance as we're paying, prior to paying and such, on these press moves. How does it look? How does it actually look on the game? Because on the previous video, we went really, really, really slow. So I'm going to start with this player. I'm not going to worry about these bets yet. Okay, I'm going to start with this player, and I'm just going to press this player all the way up to 30, 1 unit at a time, but cross-pressing. Okay, it doesn't matter which one of these hits. We're just going to assume the 8 rolls. Okay, we're going to assume the 8 rolls multiple times. He's going to go from 12 each on the 6 and 8, to 18 each on the 6 and 8, to 24 each on the 6 and 8, to 30 each on the 6 and 8. Okay? It's going to be 1 unit at a time. And again, if you want to know how these presses work, look for our other video on dealing dice and press moves, or press moves on the 6 and 8. Don't remember exactly what it's called. And that will have it at a different camera angle, very slowly showing exactly what we're doing, which hands, why, change, and so forth. This is just going to be, as we'd say in the military, combat speed. This is just going to be actual real-world functionality if I was really doing it on the table. Okay? So this player is going to press 2, 18 each. Now he's going to go to 24 each. And now he went to 30 each on the 6 and 8. That is how fast we theoretically will actually do these. Now this player is going to do single presses. So on this one, I'm going to go all the way up to 60 to show you. So we're going to pretend that this 8 just keeps rolling over and over and over again, but they're only pressing up 1 unit at a time. Okay? And how is that going to look on a live game? Well, 12 pays 14. He wants to press it up 1 unit from 12 to 18. There we go. 18 pays $21. He wants to press it up 1 unit from 18 to 21 or 24. There we go. 24 pays 28. He wants to press up his bet to 30. There we go. Now the next one, he is going to generally have to throw in $1. If not, we're going to do it the slow way. So 30 pays 35. Pretty easy. He wants to press it up 1 unit, goes up to 36. Boom, there we go. Okay. Now, 36 pays 42. He wants to press it up 1 unit. He's actually going to 42. Next, 42. 42 pays 49. Wants to press it up 1 unit. That means he's going to 48. There we go. 48. 48 pays 56. He wants to press it up. Wants to press it up 1 unit. That means he's going to 54. Boom, done. 54 pays 63. Want to press it up 1 unit, you're going to 60. Done. Now, here's a real common one. Last one before I come up with something else to show you guys possibly. 18. 18 pays 21, but a lot of people go from 18 straight up to 30. How does that work? Well, we're going to pay it 26 for 5. They are set up. Boom. What's another common one? Let's see here. Here's another common one. 42 going straight to 60. This one comes up fairly often as well. From 42 to 60. Here's another interesting one for you. 42 to 90. They get one change. 42 to 90. It's an interesting one that comes up every so often. How about this one? Whoops. They got $12. And they throw in $4. $4 before we pay. Why would they do that? Maybe because they want to go from 12 to 30. It's actually the only logical thing that they would do. If they throw in $4, they want to go from 12 to 30. So what's the best way to pay this one out? Well, 25 for 11. That way you've already got your green out. You don't have to make change. You don't have to stack up a bunch of red and white and go from there. It's pretty much the common ones, and I didn't figure this video was going to take all that long since we're going at full speed, but that was a viewer request of the press moves at full speed, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any other requests, by all means, just email us at sincitylivinglv@gmail.com. We'd be happy to feature your strategy. We do have a couple user strategies getting ready to be filmed. Or I'm sorry, not user strategies, but fan strategies that were emailed to us that we're getting ready to be filmed. We'd be happy to film just about any content you would like us to do. If you have any questions, please send them in. We'd be more than happy to answer them. And hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons.